Oh, I'm live. Hey, if you are finding this video on the internet, which you obviously are, it's part of the Denver Guitar Orchestra's daily study assignments. And in order to do this website or this video correctly, you'll need the sheet music. And you can check out denverguitarorchestra.com to find out how to get a hold of it. And I'm posting over there to make sure that our link works. And momentarily, we'll have a handful of peeps wandering in, getting ready to play. And there I am. Yahoo. We'll make sure everybody has the sheet music. That's the other thing that comes up often. And kind of running behind this week, trying like heck to get everything caught up and just not quite keeping it up. SEPS, SEPS. We'll start the class here in about 2 minutes. Let's see, Janelle, driving range. Turn on. Okay, so I guess that's it for people joining us today, apparently. And all right, let's get started. The song we're working on today is "Lean on Me," and let me move this out of the way because that looks weird. Shake up your speakers a little bit. Sorry about that. And let's get this guy moved out of the way. Move all this junk out of the way so it looks pretty. Alien sticker or alien patch for my jacket. All right, so we're going to be working on the song "Lean on Me," and again, DenverGuitarOrchestra.com is where the sheet music is, and we'll be working on this today. Then we'll be playing it Thursday and Friday, so that should keep you busy. And I only sent out the Tough Uke version on this. Christy was kind enough to say yes, and so we will begin looking through all of that and figuring out if any of this makes sense to us. I've got my good guitar here. Cost $50 back in the day. It's probably worth $40 today. $30. We're having a bit of a humidity situation here in Denver, so let me make sure I'm at least close. Little on the sharp side. That should probably be working. Hey, Elizabeth. I think you might be the only one with sheet music, but we're going to proceed on anyway, and we'll see. We'll see how much of this makes sense. And nobody else has asked for it. So the main things we're going to be doing here is talking about the chords that are in it, and then we'll go forward from there. So the first chord is a D chord, index, middle, ring. Hey, Arlo. We're doing "Lean on Me." Do you want me to send you the sheet music? Or do you want to just hang out? Next is the G chord. Sometimes in our lives, we all have. And so then you go to G chord. She's got the tablature written as the fancy G chord. And we're going to go to the D chord again. We all have pain and sorrow. So you're going to go to the A chord. But if we were, and then wise, now she's got a regular G chord. We know there's always tomorrow. Lean on me. Yeah, no, we can probably do it, but yeah, this isn't a super complicated song, Arlo. I'm sure you're fine. Let me toss you the E. Let me toss you a copy. Pose ARLO. And then let's do LEA. Lean on me. Okay. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Yahoo has this thing where you can attach files from previous emails. It is sweet. All right, so that should get you taken care of, Arlo. And all right, yeah. Elizabeth, you could totally do this by ear. All right, we go on to page 2. We've got G chord, strum, and you got an F sharp minor. That's a bar on 2. Ring and pinky on 4. And again, just know that's just an E minor chord. We got moved up with the bar on 2. I'll be, and then we'll slide back to E minor. Your friend, I'll help. And she's got A6 here. You, and then goes to D. Carry on, right? It goes like that. Okay. Then we go to D. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody. She got a G sharp here. 1, 2, 3. Bar on 4. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you got a bar on 4. This G sharp is up here. Somebody to. So it's an E chord with on 4. Somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow for E minor, no one can tell. Fill those of your needs, right? That you want a 7 chord. Let show you just. Yeah, you've got the email, Elizabeth. Okay, good. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on me. When you're not, when you're not, I can't sing it all, strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. And then we repeat. Okay? The song goes, we go through it twice. Okay, so that's a lot of just that. So same four or five chords over and over and over and over and over. All right, so now let's dig into the tough uke and tough axe and see if that starts to make sense. Obviously, I can't sing, so we're just getting the basic idea of what the chords are that we're going to be needing in this piece. So the first thing we're going to do is, I think that middle section is going to sound best with plucking, so that means I'm going to do the other sections with strumming, okay? And I'm going to do what I can to give you a sense of what I'm doing here, and I'm just going to do all thumb down until I figure out that that's a bad idea, okay? So I'm starting with the D chord. I got 3 strings. Sometimes in our fancy G chord lives, we all have D chord pain. We all have sorrow. So you got to have that saw, R, lift that, open that up. Let that ring. Okay. Move it back to your D chord. But if we were wise, I think I probably would go ahead and put in the fancy G there as well, since it's just a mirror image. Not a mirror image, it's an exact duplicate of the piece of music we've already played. So the fancy G is under lives, and so I'm probably going to put a fancy G under wise. Seems to me that would make some sense, right? Just have them be the same. That way I've only got to memorize one thing. Okay, so let's go from measure 5. 1. Well, I'm not going to count. Let's just go. Go. But if we were fancy G wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. I'm going to, because the A is continuing on over to the D chord, that intermediate note, tomorrow, I'm not going to add the chord in underneath that. So the second chord in measure 8, I'm just going to play the 3 to get the melody to swoop down, but I'm going to ditch the chord there. And so it just feels like it makes more sense to me. Okay, there's always tomorrow, and then I'm going to switch to my D chord. Okay, now then we go on, lean on D chord, me when you're not. Okay, so far that makes sense. Go to measure 10. Fancy G, but we're not going to play the first string. Strum, and I'll be your D chord friend. I'll help you. Let's see here. So I'm wanting a C sharp. I'll help you. I might want to make that a D there. Let me see. Strum, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you. So under IO, at least for now, I'm going to make that a 3. I'm going to turn it into a D note. I think that makes more sense. When we come back and play it again, we'll find out if that still makes sense. Okay, 3, 0, 2, and then measure 12. I've got carry on. You see what I'm I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out if I want to hit that chord twice there. I don't think I do. So the second chord in measure 12, I'm going to play the melody note 0, but I'm not going to play the upper, the rest of the chord, probably. Okay. Okay. Measure 13, go back to the D chord. For it won't be long, fancy G. And I'm sliding to the 2. Till I'm gonna. And then we're going to do the D chord. Need somebody to. Okay, and then we go to 16. Lean on. Okay, makes sense so far. Then let's go to 17. Please swallow your fancy G chord. Right. If I have things you need to borrow. We'll just go with what's written. Borrow. There's a 3 hanging out there. 3, 4. I don't know what that 3 is doing there. Gonna get rid of it for now. Okay. 21. 4. No one can. Fancy G chord. Fill. Extra 0. Those of your needs that you won't let show. Dun 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 show. You gotta do a 4. Just now. Here's where I'm going to switch to a finger plugin, the claw, because you got all these D chords in a row. So the idea here would be to get a more percussive sound in there. Dun 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 dun. Call on me, bruh. Call on me, call on me, bruh. Call on me, bruh. Call on me, brother. When it's a 4 on 4, for you understand. Call on me, brother. Call on me, brother. When you understand, we all. And let's see, go back to 27. Need somebody to A chord. Lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on me when you're not. Okay, let's go on to page 4. Fancy G chord, strong. And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody repeat that. String 1 E just exploded. What? Elizabeth, you've been rocking too hard. String the first string, that one exploded. That's a pretty important string, Elizabeth. All right, so Elizabeth, you probably are going to need to either go over to your local music shop and have them fix that E string, or you got to drive clear down here to have me look at that. That's a bummer. Can't imagine why that would have happened. Did it break here at the bridge or up here or just in the middle somewhere? We'll wait for Elizabeth to let us know what's going on. So what I've done so far is I've read through the piece now. I've come up with a couple of changes that I think I will probably do. A couple of maybe some things. Whenever you see an arrangement, Christy's a good arranger, right? So we're thinking we're tending to give her the benefit of the doubt to make sure as we are going through this that what she wrote is what she meant to write. Sometimes that's sometimes it's a typo. We all make those, and so I'm going through trying to figure out how I would play it. It broke right here at the nut. So when we talk about broken strings, do you think the nut caused the break, or do you think weakness in the string caused the break? Because if it's the nut, with the whoever we got a little a little down here, probably just a string that had some sort of manufacturing flaw, and it broke. So that's a bummer. What I'd do, Elizabeth, is I'd call over to that local music shop there, tell them you broke your E string on a classical guitar, and if they have time to replace it, should probably do it for $5 or less. Otherwise, you got to drive down here and have me replace it, which is not convenient, and which is way more than $5. So that's a bummer. I very rarely have that happen. Honestly, I change a lot of strings, and it can happen. There are manufacturing defects. A little tiny air bubble gets into the string manufacturing process, and it can break. And so I'd jump on the phone right now, Elizabeth, and see if they could just stick one on for you. They probably would. Otherwise, give me a call, and we'll figure out what we need to do to get together. Don't call me quite yet. We've got to finish class. All right, so I've gone through. I know my chords, got the idea of what I'm supposed to do with the tough axe, found a few things I might do differently. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to try to play it and see if my changes, along with my now fuller understanding of the piece, is going to be correct. And honestly, once I get through the whole thing a few times and I made enough changes, then if I know the arranger, I go ahead and have a conversation with them, which I will with Christy, saying, hey, I'm making these changes. What do you think? What's going on here? But most of the time when you find this type of music, you have no idea who the arranger is yet. You'll never meet them. You'll never talk to them. And then you just have to have the strength of fortitude of your own personal convictions that, hey, I'm just going to play it this way, and it's going to be my way of doing it. Okay? So I'm going to go through and see what I came up with. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometime in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we were wise, we know that there's always and tomorrow seem different. So I'm going to go back up and look at tomorrow. I'll have you carry on. Swallow your pride. No, I guess borrow. Where's tomorrow at? Feels like those are ended up being different. Maybe not. Okay, maybe it's fine. All right, so let's go with borrow. Borrow. I might put a 0 in between those two, just as a transitional note. The standard notation doesn't show up, but I think it's sung that way. Be right back. All right. All right. Guess what? We always have these little fellas show up. They start with. All right. So then, borrow. I got rid of the 3. Go to the D. 4. No one can afford. No one can. No one can. I'm not sure. That seems funny there. I'm going to look at that a little more deeply. Let's go on to measure 22. Fill. I don't like that note there at all. Fill. I think I'm going to just get rid of that 0 there. Fill. That sounds funny to me. Maybe it's right. Fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just search the clock. Call on me, brother. Call on me, brother. I'm going to change this 3rd note, which is a 2, to a 3. And I'm going to change the 4th note, which is a 2, to a 0. Let me see how that plays. You understand we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Okay, so I think we basically got most of the fundamental changes to them. I will chat with Christy tonight about whether she's got time to look at those issues. This sheet music overall is 100%, not 100%, 95% put together. So we'll be working on this one this week. Should be fun. Elizabeth's going to be working on at Guitar Center Fort Collins. Will be back on Wednesday. So Elizabeth, it looks like we got a couple of days of playing ukulele ahead. Music Depot, is Music Depot closed permanently? I hope not. hopefully they're just closed on Monday and they'll open up on Tuesday, and you can do that. Um, Otherwise, we'll have to work out something where either I send you a string. Um, I don't want you to have to drive clear down here to do that. So just let me know what I can do to support you, Elizabeth, in getting that string fixed. The rest of you guys, I don't know. We'll look for other stores in Fort Collins. Yeah, just let me know if you need me to do something for you, Elizabeth. That's a bummer that that exploded. It happens. It does happen very rarely, but it can happen when you put a brand new string on and the string has just got some manufacturer flaw that you either can't see or didn't notice, and then they just pop up, break. That's it. And so that's a bummer. All right, so you got your sheet music, you got your idea of what we want, and I'm going to make Roshka vanish. And then um, suggested using a bar chord version. G makes transitions easier for me anyway. Here we go. This is why we keep Arlo around. You know, he's not much to look at, but boy, is he smart. What he's suggesting is using, instead of your open G chord, using bar chord on 3, okay, because here's F, so this would be G, and then the E shape in front of it. And it actually has a real nice, pleasant sound to it. So we'll look into that in terms of whether putting that as the bar chord on is a better idea. Typically, when Christy and I are working on arrangements, I encourage her, and I certainly do this, is to use the open forms as much as humanly possible, just for general playability. But for those of you who are a little bit next level players, obviously switching to those bar chords makes some sense, and we would recommend that. So there we go. There's a great suggestion from Arlo. I'll play a little bit Arlo as well. See, at least on the tough hack side, we probably wouldn't want to do that, but on the strumming side of that, and the rhythm guitar side, for sure, that makes a lot of sense. So okay, guys, that's enough for today. Let's at least get you started, and I'll see you on. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off. So I will see you on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We're going to do the ever popular Hokey Pokey. It's a silly song. And then we're going to work on Fur Elise, which is legit. And then on Thursday, we start up level 1 again. So if you know somebody who wants to learn to play guitar, that's the day for them, level 1, Brother John. And then on Thursday night, we will be playing this song. And Christy and I will talk over the week and see if any of these changes I'm coming up with are ones that she thinks make sense, and then making sure you have a final version of that. So hope you all have a wonderful day. And Elizabeth, again, toss me an email. Let me know if I can help you at all. It's a bummer that that brand new string didn't last, and we'll go on from there. All right, ending the stream. Have a great day, you guys.